here and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on the Hobbs Farm. And we're starting out down by the shop here because we need to buy some equipment. Obviously some hay making equipment for those of you wondering what we're going to be looking at here, for starters anyway. So let's start off with a tedder because we do need to make hay bales. And we got 12.5 versus 13. Pretty sure I've used the Pottinger before, so let's just try the Lily, seeing how it's only half a meter. That is the biggest one, right? Yes. Pottinger here is the biggest one, and the Lily, like I said, 12.5 versus 13, that's not going to make that much difference. We'll buy that one. And then right on down the list here, a windrower. The grass we have now is in a windrow, but probably after we ted it, it's probably not going to be, so we'll buy that. Unless we want to get... That is 9 versus 14. Yeah, we'll go with this one. And let's see, next on the list, loading wagons. Nope, we got one of those. We need a baler. Baling technology. So we need a baler. And I figure we're going to go with a New Holland. We use the crone, or not the crone, the coon. The coon. And I think we probably use the New Holland there as well on Goldcrest Valley, but we're going to use the New Holland here. And then, of course, we want the wrapper. Oh, let's see, foil color. Go with green. For some reason, I like that one. And you can customize that, by the way, for those of you who wondered. So you can just take it over to the shop or the repair place and just select a different color. Okay, so I think that is everything we need. I think so. I guess we'll find out. Flatbed trailer. Have to decide what I'm going to do with that yet. I might reconfigure our current trailer because I found out a slight issue with it. We need, or we have a tedder, a windrower, a wrapper, or a baler, I'm sorry. A baler and a wrapper must be around here somewhere. Oh, wrapper's over there. Okay. Let's get this hauled up back to the main farm here. And we've got some work to do. Okay, and I'm thinking maybe we'll just reset the other 3 pieces of equipment. Unless, of course, you folks want to watch me make 4 trips back and forth to the shop here. We got the windrower here for starters. And like I said, we have to make several... Wow, this tractor does not pull this up the hill very well, does it? We need to make several different types here. We need some silage bales. We're going to need some hay bales. And I don't know, we might make some grass bales too. We'll see once. Well, actually, for the silage, we'll have to make grass bales, but we might actually save some actual grass bales. And then also, since last episode, went ahead and finished the soybean harvest. Soybeans are finished and complete. I think that's about all I actually did was finish the soybeans, so nothing else really happened here on the Hobbs Farm. Now, as far as the soybeans go, I ran into a little issue. And that's namely the fact, once I finished harvesting, saved the game, closed out, got back in the game the next day here. And I was going to go ahead and sell the soybeans there off screen, just so we had the money here this episode to buy this equipment. And there was no soybeans in storage. So I don't know what happened to the soybeans we harvested, but they were not in storage. Now I still had, the trailer here was full. So I had a trailer and then the loading wagon there, or the grain cart. The grain cart was like half full or something like that. So I still had like 70,000 soybeans left over. But everything that was in storage was gone. I don't know what happened to it. Something wrong with the game. There's a bug in the Hobbs Farm map here. I'm not sure. But anyway, I went ahead and was going to sell the remaining 70,000 liters of soybeans I had. I went and told Courseplay to go and do that. Courseplay went ahead and sold the remaining soybeans. And it was a few minutes later, I was looking at the money, and it occurred to me the money went nowhere. I started out with $60,000, and I still had $60,000. So I'm thinking something's wrong with the soybeans on this map here. Oh, in fact, you know what it is. So yes, that is what is happening, isn't it? When I closed the game here, there were still, I think, 15,000 liters of soybeans in storage here. And if you notice, it's now 0. So apparently soybeans must be bugged out here in Hobbs Farm, or something else is wrong. Now there is, and somebody pointed this out, there's a slightly newer version of Hobbs Farm. I am running 1.6. 1.66 or something like that. And there is a 1.7 version, so maybe we'll have to upgrade to that. Let's see, where am I heading here? I'm heading to the shop here. We're going to reset those pieces of equipment. What is sitting over here by chance? Oh, that's the Ford. Okay. Okay. And let's see, where does that reset to again? That resets to... Oh yeah, that's right. Right in front of the house over here. Okay, and the one thing we'll be missing yet is some straw. We don't have any straw yet. This is probably not going to be wide enough to get 2 windrows at a time either, is it? Oh well. This is technically to be a little more realistic, where you would not have the Crone Big M actually put this grass into a windrow. You'd have the wide spreading. I don't know if the Crone we have will actually do that or not. And like I was saying, this is why we need a windrower, or might need a windrower. It is spreading the grass out just a little bit more here with a tedderer. I think maybe we'll do, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windrows. Maybe we'll do two windrows this way, and then we'll bale the remainder as just grass bales. We'll maybe do like 2 hay bales, 2 silage bales, and then the rest maybe just grass bales for storage. Actually, we have a half a windrow on this side yet too, don't we? Or at least somewhere about half. And I think I mentioned this last episode. Actually, probably should get started on that. I think we'll probably put wheat or barley or something on 4 and 14 here. And we'll chop that. You know, just for a different crop type to chop there. And we got field 2 and 3 that need to be planted yet as well. Not really sure what we're going to put on those yet. Maybe... Oh, I don't know. Maybe something. We'll find out, I guess. We could get into sugar beets. We'll have to see once. Or at least do maybe 1 field in potatoes. We could do that as well. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's do at least 1 field in potatoes. Maybe the smaller one. Which one's the smaller one? Looks like they're actually both about the same size. Okay, never mind on the smaller one then. Oh, anyway. Just realized I forgot to finish up the soybean story there. Folks are probably wondering. He said he had 60,000. Now he's got, 1.8 or 1,080,000 when we started. Basically what I went and did, I kind of did some math there, figured out roughly I probably had 300,000 soybeans or so off the 2 fields here, I'm guessing. I don't know exactly how many. I know the truck dumped several times. I'm guessing somewhere between 5 and 7 times it emptied out. I was wondering why we were offset there a little bit. There's offset on this. So I get rid of that. Not that it really matters. We're not actually lined up with anything, but... So yeah, anyway. I figured we had roughly 300,000 soybeans. Went and looked at the price for soybeans. The price was at 30... Wrong one. 3,600 and something, I think. Down at... That was a transport company. It's down to 3,000 now. Actually, I'm not sure why it's down to 3,000 now. That's kind of weird. I think it was 3,500 something, 600 something. So I just, yeah, I figured 300,000 soybeans times the price of 3,500 there. Added in, came out to $1,020,000. So I just added that into the game. So yes, cheated it in. But seeing as how we kind of got cheated in our soybeans, and the fact that they disappeared, I figured we're kind of even that way. So yeah, I don't know if there's something wrong with the, like I said, the storage on this map. Must be something wrong with the sell point too. The fact that the sell point, when you go to empty out the soybeans, went nowhere. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe they did not go nowhere, folks. I just have to realize that. I took them to, or I didn't actually take them. Which one did I take it to again? Was it Wolf or Grain Elevator or Transport? I'll have to go check. They actually might be down at the transport company yet. I just realized that. So maybe the sell point isn't bugged. Just the storage is. If that's the case, I might have to take some money back out then if the soybeans are actually down there yet. I'll check that when I'm done recording here. Oh, that was an autosave. And of course, nice thing here, we'll have the square baler so we can bale relatively quickly. And yeah, I don't know why we're getting this little extra line here on this side. Kind of funny. Oh well. Like I said, that's why we got the windrower for. Okay, there we go. And we should probably get some other vehicles working here as well. No sense having all this equipment sitting around not working. We got fields that need to be at least cultivated. I don't know if anything needs to be plowed or not. Let's see, do we got a good storage shed for this? The shed here looks okay, I guess. Okay, let's grab the windrower here. Okay, I can't actually hire the worker on this, so maybe we'll do that in a minute. And like I was saying, we'll get some more equipment going here. Assuming this will work anyway. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it looks like he's got it. Okay. So, what do we all need to be doing on these fields here? Double check, make sure nothing needs to be plowed first off. Looks like everything is good as far as being plowed. That's good. So we can just cultivate here. And by the way, from what I've been told, at least on the newer version, I'm not sure if that's true of this version or not. Like I said, I'm on 1.6 here. 1.6 something. You can apparently put sugar beets and potatoes in the storage. Like I said, I don't know if I can on this version or not. Might be worth trying. Obviously, the first time there we did the potatoes, we just created a course that straight up sold the potatoes as we harvested them. Kind of nice in a way to do that. The only problem is, obviously, we don't make the most money doing it that way. The spreading is obviously spread out, or the selling is obviously spread out over a longer time period, so more time for the price to go down there. Anyway, these should be good to go. Let's grab our potato planter then. Figure out where that actually is. You know what? Let's take this with us and we'll put this away. At least if we can get it through the door anyway. See, I'm thinking it's in here somewhere. Yes, it is. Back behind there. Okay. You know what? We can just... Actually, this tractor might be a little small for that. Leg spike at the most helpful moment right there. Now, let's actually fit through the door. Nope, definitely not. Okay. Take this to one of the other sheds here then. Assuming it fits through the door here anyway. Ooh, it's going to be close. No, not quite. Actually, if I get a little bit straighter, it might. Nope. Okay. We'll have to leave this out here then. Okay, and it occurs to me I should probably spray the field here as well first. That's a good job there for our 4250. Actually, probably field 11 is ready to be sprayed as well. We'll have to double check that. Actually, yeah, it should be, because it's grown one stage. And I should probably check. Oh, good. He turned the right way. I was going to say, it would not probably be good if he turned and cultivated under our grass. I don't know if the hired worker would do that or not. Actually, who am I kidding, folks? Would the hired worker do that? What a silly question. Of course the hired worker would do that. Actually, to be honest, I don't know if it would or not, but just assuming the way the hired worker is in this game, it probably would. Like I said, it seems like Giants has tried to make the hired worker smarter. But, yeah, I don't know about the rest of you folks. It sure does not seem like the hired worker is any smarter. In fact, it seems like it's a whole lot dumber. At least at times, anyway. And I think I'll do, maybe I'll pause the 9560 there just for a minute. So I can put the fertilizer down right away. Then we can start planting right away as well. Almost to the end there. I can see him coming. Okay, what job do we have for this guy? Probably not much of one at the moment. Yeah, we'll kind of have to wait for the 9560 there and the cultivator to finish up. I don't think I have any more cultivators, do I? Pretty sure I've sold all the small equipment now at this point. Yeah, the only one we have now is the Kuhn Cross cultivator. Speaking of cultivators, where are the cultivators? There's the cultivators. We do have the 2410 we could try. Could really give that one a try sometime. Thought I had a new one, but maybe that is considered... Oh, yeah, it's considered a plow. Okay. Looks like another disc they've called a plow. At least it looks like a disc from the picture. I can't tell if it has any shanks on it or not, but... Okay, we'll just unhire you a moment. Actually, I should probably really spray the grass as well. Okay, there we go. How's the 4955 doing? Oh, yep. Actually, no, the 7310, that's the one I want to look at. 4955 needs to start planting now. Tracking all the equipment that needs to be going here. Okay, hire you. 7310. You were doing all right. Almost done. Oh, 2 more windrows yet. Okay. And actually, I do have a job for this track. Let me turn the sound down just a little bit here. I know this can be a noisy tractor, unfortunately. I could probably fix that, but a bit of work to do that. I don't know if it's worth it or not. And actually, you know what? There's a newer version of this tractor. I actually have it. I just haven't gotten around to actually switching it out yet. I don't know if they fixed the sound on it, though, or not. Oh, great. Looks like we got some bale counters that are kind of covering our HUD. Oh, well. And one thing you could do, by the way, with the GPS mod here, and this is just a little suggestion. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how well it would work with hired worker, because I've never really been able to figure out what kind of width a hired worker uses. But if you have a course play or you use GPS for the windrowing, you can use the exact same GPS line for baling, set it to the same width as the windrower. Like I said, because of the hired worker, I don't know what width the hired worker is actually using. But if you did know, you could set that in GPS here, and you can even have it auto turn if you wanted to. The auto turning is one feature I don't typically use much of here with GPS. I tend to do all the turning yet. It just seems like GPS mod, at least back in 15. I haven't really used it that much in 17 here, but back in 15 it didn't work it so well. Anyway, we'll read some comments here in a moment. Phil was saying, great video. Looks like the GMC needs a little weight added to the front to help with the steering. You know, that probably would actually help with that one a lot. Andrew was saying, no in-game sound. I don't know what is up with that. There should have been in-game sound. I don't know why there wouldn't be. Seems like we've had a couple of sound issues lately. Not entirely sure what was the sound issue there with the Train Mechanic Simulator. I think I mentioned this last episode as well there, Sandy Bay. But I believe I have that one re-uploaded, and sound should be good on that one now. But why there's no in-game sound on last video, I don't know. I don't know how that's actually even possible for there not to be in-game sound. Jeffrey was saying I had the same thing happen to me at the cow bunker on Hobbs Farm. Hoping I can get back on, I'll be able to get it out again. Seemed to work again for you. I'm assuming he's talking about there the blanking or unblanketing of the silo. I didn't want to seem to unblanket. Move that over just a little bit more there. There we go. Skylar was asking, where can you find course play? I do have a link in my mod list. And just a reminder there as well, for anybody else wondering any mods that I have. For example, this 8370 should be on there. There is a mod list in the description of this video you can check out. And that sprayer, by the way, someone asked about that. The Kuhn sprayer, that is the DLC sprayer. So for those who are wondering, the sprayer over there that the 4250 is hooked up to, that is the Kuhn DLC sprayer. I know somebody asked about that. I don't know if we'll get that far in the comments here or not, but RV Jim was saying would love to see that truck and snowblower on the console. Leroy was saying, love your videos. Scott was asking, you had me wondering what a 4H wagon is, but then I realized you meant 4H wagon. Correct. 4H wagon, not 4H. That's kind of a funny one. Yeah, it's not a 4H wagon. It's a 4H wagon. Kyle was asking, this is a good question here. How do you turn off the changing direction there in drive control? And that, by the way, is the shuttle module. That is the name of that particular module. Now, how in the world did dry hay make it over to this windrow here? That is weird. And we should be getting grass bales here. Actually, I probably should move GPS over there just a little bit. Yep, you can see the difference in the color there. Not much difference, but anyway, back to the question there. How do you disable drive control? In the case for the multiplayer server and what I'm using single player, we've actually disabled it in the mod itself. So if you download the version of drive control we have on the multiplayer server, when you download that mod, it has it disabled. Now, when you download it from any of the other websites, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can disable it at the mod level, which is what we've done. There is also a drive control config XML. You can disable it in there. Or you can push and hold, I think it's shift or control or space. I forget which one now. So my apologies, folks, wondering what. I don't remember if it's shift or control. I think it's like shift or control. Might be the space bar too, I'm not sure. But it's one of those three. And you just push and hold it until the shuttle shuts off. Get Swindled was asking, why do you cultivate after plowing? Well, in the game here, there's not much practical reason for it, because you can plant right after plowing in the game here. But in real life, and realistically speaking, you would always cultivate after plowing because the ground is simply too uneven after plowing to plant on that ground. Again, depends on what you're using for a plow / cultivator, I guess. Supposedly the John Deere Rippers there, the 2720, 2730 that we have in the game here. Those are kind of supposed to be designed for one-pass field prep, meaning that they kind of plow and cultivate all in one pass. I'm not sure how common that is and if it actually works that way or not. But, yeah, typically the ground is always too uneven and rough after plowing. So you would always cultivate to level out and smooth out, break up the seed bed. Farming Simulator 17 was asking, do you have to have Xbox Live Gold to get mods? I do not know on that one. Don't have Farming Simulator on the Xbox or PlayStation. So before somebody asks, and it seems like there's always somebody that's asking, do you have it on the console? I do not. The King Cotter was saying, I agree, duels all the way around. Mason was saying, I live in northwestern Ohio. So yeah, not too far away from me then. That is a question I do get asked somewhat often. Where do I live? Western Michigan area. Max was saying, can you do some forestry or plant every field in corn and chop it? It seems like we've gotten a few complaints about people saying I've done too much chopping already. But then I've also got comments from people saying you should plant all the fields in corn and chop all the fields. I'm not sure about doing all the fields. That seems a mite excessive, but don't worry. We'll probably be doing some more corn chopping. Kind of my plan is I'd like to get field 12, probably 10, and then there's 2 bunkers right in that vicinity there that I would like to at least try filling one up anyway. But anyway, folks, looking at time, looks like it's actually time to wrap up the episode here already. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.